Hello and welcome everybody, what is going on? So we're here today to do Kingdom Manga 20, 21, 22, 23 and 24 live reaction. We're doing 5 chapters. I was actually going to stream this yesterday. I was going to stream a volume yesterday. Let me just put it right. I was going to stream a volume yesterday, but I wasn't able to. I was invited to a dinner that I totally forgot about, and so I decided I'm going to record this right now. And I said upload this. Well, I'm going to upload volume 3, so chapter 20 to 24 right now, and then chapter 25 to whatever the rest of the chapter is. I think it's like 8 chapters per volume, so chapter 25 to 28 whenever I'm gonna get to that. So yeah, we're gonna get started, you know. Let's get started. Let me just stop talking. Let's get started, because obviously last time, good thing is the subtitles have changed. The subtitles have changed, and that's the good thing, that now it's just, you know, now the names are all there. I don't have to actually think about, oh, this was that guy, this was this guy. No. Let's go. Who is that? I have no idea who that is. Interesting. Interesting. Let me just make sure it's full screen. Perfect. I just moved over the microphone a little bit. Perfect. Then there you have the king. The king. I really like the old classic just art style. Just looks so good. Like, especially here. I just love that art style. Yeah, and here we see a few names, which obviously helps, considering that obviously the names have changed. Let me just put that off. That's read. So I mean, just say faction, and then you have the Coup d'etat and the Haikyuu faction. So you have obviously Kaio 10, yep, and you have Shin, yep. Then you have Hyou. His best friend became Sei's body double, but was killed by an assassin. Then you have Ace, rightful heir to the throne, escaped the royal capital Kanyu after the rebellion by his younger brother. And then you have obviously Shobunken. I keep forgetting the N, but Shobunken, the only trustworthy officials helping him. And then you have Chamseru of Kurogane, away from Kera, the shield behind Sei, and Yotanwa, mountain tribes located west of Shin. Aha. Mr. Shi, the head strategist. Seikyo, the younger half brother to Sei. I skipped it. Yeah, and Ketsu. And then you have Oki, who assisting? Question mark. I don't think so at the moment. I used to think so, but not at the moment. A general of Shin is not part of Seikyu's faction, but seems to be assisting him. Seems to be. Anyway, we move on. Yotanwa, they were just about to. I didn't actually read the last. I normally always read the last chapter, like where he left off, but I didn't actually read it this time. But they were just about to enter into the mountain tribe, and they got captured. Well, they got captured. He's trying to bite his way out. That's not gonna happen. Just how the hell is this wood? So it's wood. It's my turn to show you how to use my small body to. Let's see about that. Nope, you can't. Oh crap! I'm stuck. This friggin' wood. This is just hilarious. This is hilarious. And obviously you have him up here with a mask. Isn't that the guy who Shin sent flying earlier? Hey, you're okay. Don't tell me he's here to get even with you. Yeah, I'd like to see him try. The moment he opens these doors, I'll kick his ass and we'll be out of here in no time. He seems to be pointing at something. Okay. At the mountain of skulls. Oh, that must be terrifying. That must be terrifying. My ass. I just leave. He's like, goodbye. Goodbye. So much for rescuing Sei. At this rate, we're just going to get executed too. This is pretty bad. We're completely cut off by cliffs, and what few roads there are all blocked by gates. Not to mention, it's impossible to tell how many people are hiding inside this mountain. This sure is different from what you were saying, Haikyuu. Unfortified village. Seems like people of Shin have been underestimated. Yeah, it looks that way. It looks that way. All this reminds me of is the Kenju. No, Kenju is written with the kanji for dog and weapon. Okay. 520 years ago, the Zhou dynasty had been in reign for 280 years, but was overthrown in a rebellion orchestrated by one of its princes. Okay. It is said that the main army of the prince was a tribe of mountain dwellers known as the Kenji. It is rumored that the Kenji ferocity and strength were what shattered the Zhou's army and broke their cities. The loss of the king of Zhou in this event would lead to China descending into what would be known as the spring and autumn period. Like, if somebody like that, if somebody was dressed like that and came up running towards me in the middle of a battle, I would run. I'll tell you straight, I would run. Dynasty was ended by some mountain tribe, yeah? That's why I believe that entire country would fall to some primitive barbarians, but after coming here and seeing this, I'm starting to believe it. Believe it! To siege this mountain city would be extremely difficult. It's like a natural, exactly. Like, you need to be able to be used to that, otherwise, you have no chance. When you consider the knowledge and skill required to design and build something like this, the strength of the mountain dwellers is the real thing. Just imagine if there were more of these cities that we didn't know existed. Not only would we have to worry about the other states, suddenly we'd have a huge threat behind us too. Just figure out it sends chills on my spine. Yeah. Now isn't the time to worry about things like that. Right now we gotta think of a way to get out of here before we join those skeletons. A bit too late for that. Somebody's approaching. People are approaching, not somebody. So there are many. Like they would scare the shit out of me. Look at this, a little mask. The mask is just scary. This guy looks like that's just the angle, but this guy looks like a certified giant. Damn it. You do something. Oh, what's he gonna do in this situation? Just get behind me. When one of them sticks their spears in here, I'll grab it with my leg and kick their ass. This guy, man. Like this guy, he does not think he could lose for 1 second. I like that. I like that a lot, but you gotta face that you're about to die unless something happens. You really think that'll work? Yeah, just leave it to me. I've practiced stuff like this with Show too. Looks like we have an archer over here. Well, what now? What now? And he fires. But somebody interrupts. The guy from earlier. Okay, interesting. Let's see. They all seem to be attacking him, but then he says something. Obviously, I have no idea what that means, but he says something. Why did he save us? Obviously, you can't understand them. They can't understand him. Change says he only protected you because he was ordered to by our leader. Where did he just come from? Did he just come from? Okay, he just came from nowhere, I guess. Okay, sure. Because he was ordered to by our leader. That's their captain from before. Okay. The mountains and the plains. Even though the borders within them are practically non-existent, there are still tragic incidents. All of those people had family who died at the hands of plain dwellers. I see. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Why they would feel like that. So he respects the young plains boy who managed to break his mask. He also says it's a shame that you will all most likely execute tomorrow after our leader has passed judgment onto you. Wow, what a cheerful fella! What? He's like, yeah, I respect you. He's still gonna die tomorrow, but I respect you. Just know that. Just know that. Judgment execution. What about say him too? We'll see. We'll see. That looks like a really nice place. Everyone with weapons. I am the 31st king of Shin. Ace. The fuck is this? I'm the ruler of this mountain, Yotanwa. What is this? What? This guy's not human. I mean, it's a mask, right? But this guy's not human. This guy's not human. We're going to the next chapter. We're going right now. Normally I want to speculate right now, but I want to just see what, like, we're going to the next chapter. We're going to the next chapter. Oops, 21. 21. The Liberation. This guy looks like, they all look like a menace, don't get me wrong, so it makes sense for the king of them to look even more threatening, but this guy, like, he literally just rolls in front of him, and that's a tiger as well. Look at that! Ace, king of Shin. Right, just give me a second, just give me a second. Just give me a second. This guy is fierce. This guy is fierce. What's his name? Yotanua. Alright. Let's continue. Let me just stop fanboying right now, but let's just continue. A young king with no power or authority. Your throne stolen by your brother, with few loyal vassals to aid you, being forced to run and hide like a mouse, and then to meet me, you even climbed a mountain yourself. What is your reason for coming here? I wish for you to assist me and retake. Like, so straightforward. Everyone else is laughing and whatnot, but he isn't in the position to talk like that. He isn't in the position to talk like that right now. I'm afraid you have come to the wrong person. The reason I had you brought here was so that you may stand trial. For what am I standing trial? Extending a hand of friendship to our ancestors, they truly believed they were seeing the advent of a new age, an age of friendship and a new world of wide borders. As Mugong Gang. Okay. But as soon as Boku died, go back to mountains. Yeah, okay. Wow! Look at that. That's vicious. Brutal. It's all just a dream. Those that had come down to live plain forest began to return to the mountains, but that didn't stop the string of unbelievable tragedies that continued to occur. That's brutal. That is brutal. To appease the spirits of we shall cut off your head as an offering so that they may rest in peace. Do you have anything to say for yourself? We are to blame for your losses. As representative of Shin, I sincerely apologize to your people for all the atrocities we have committed. But after is the reason enough for you to require my execution. Oh, I like Ace, right? Like, one false word could essentially mean execution right now to him and his men, but he does not back down. He does not show fear. Look at him, like, he's just straight up. He's just like, yeah, we are to blame for your losses. Like, he speaks like a king. He's still young, but he speaks like a king. He has the presence and the authority of a king. Consider the 400 years that have passed since the time of Boku, and a history stretching as far back as 1,000 years before his time. Dynasties and states, nationality, culture, religion. Do you really think that not a single drop of blood was shed in history whenever all these different ideas clash? Do you really believe that hatred and contempt accumulated throughout generations of differences would disappear so easily? Looking back through human history, it is obvious that to achieve something like that would be exceedingly difficult. To believe that Boku would be able to bring peace to centuries of strife would have been far too naive. Are you saying that our ancestors were naive fools for believing in a dream only to be betrayed? I did not mention that. I did not mean that. The point is that all this deep resentment between our people is not something that can be resolved by simply cutting off my head. He does make a good point. He makes a fabulous point. It's pointless to kill just you. Should we instead be aiming to kill your entire country? Instead of revenge, there are still many other more important things to accomplish. I get to what I mean. I'm pointing there as if you guys could see it. Let me point the mouse there. So visually pointing there right now. You have people here with like blades and swords and whatnot. Literally having the swords pointed at. He has a sword pointed at his neck, and he's just like, That's not my business. We're gonna talk. If I say we're gonna talk, we're gonna talk. I'm here. I'm the master of words. Look at you, so smug and reassured. You think you're so clever. Seems like you need to have a taste of some pain. The pain felt by our people, the pain of losing a comrade. We shall cut off the heads of these men in front of your eyes and teach you the true meaning of despair. Like even now, look at his face. Even now, his expression, he doesn't. No fear, no anger, no resentment, no nothing. Like he just, I'm here on business essentially. So what exactly are you doing here? Shut up. I was just a bit careless. Just a bit, huh? Do it. Why me? There is no need for that. I'm well aware of the pain of losing someone. Ha ha ha. This guy, man. This guy, he's just. O leader of the mountain, if a king were to draw the sword in hatred, then their country would be destroyed in a spiral of resentment. If you are truly a king, then you would use your sword to open a path that many people may live. What do you mean? When you have someone that's older than him, that's probably been king for much longer than him, I question a child. What do you mean? What are the words that you're speaking of? It is precisely because there is a distinction between plains folk and mountain dwellers that conflicts arise. This has been the case for hundreds of years, so it seems like an obvious fact. China itself is the same. From your point of view, doesn't it seem as if we are always fighting and stealing land from each other despite all being plain folks? As the fighting intensifies, walls are constructed at borders to reinforce the notion that everyone inside is an ally, while everyone outside is an enemy. That's true. Certainly there is the occasional missionary such as Boku who manages to broker peace, but in the end it just turns out to be a temporary measure. Temporary peace isn't amazing. Oh, shut up. Why the heck are you so like this guy? Just let the king speak. You're the definition of a child, right? So just let the king speak. What more could you ask for? The complete removal of all state borders. And he's got that serious killer face. The complete removal of all state borders. O kin of Shin, have a good look around you. Do you think there's even a single state who would submit to your terms? If they do not, then we will achieve it with force, as befitting of the warring states era. Use force to create peace. I mean, a lot of people have thought they could do that in the past. Let me just put this out there. A lot of people have thought that they could create peace by using force. I think it just creates temporary peace, personally. Depends on how you use it, I guess. I don't know. I'm not the right person. I'm not the right person for that. My name may be Prince, but I'm not a king. I'm not tasked with situations like these. This sounds like the exact opposite of a path that allows people to live. Nay. This era of endless warfare has continued for 500 years. There is no reason it could not do so for another 500 years. I draw my sword so that those who would have perished in the next 500 years of meaningless warfare may live. Interesting. I'm speaking of my mission. Get back to the throne from your brother. All you came to do was ask for troops and taking back your throne. The throne is merely the first step on my path. I'll become the first king to unify all of China, and I've come to meet the leader of the mountains to achieve this. My emperor. My emperor. My emperor, bro. My emperor. Someone like him, he's gonna do it. He is going to do it. Like I'm gonna put this out there. He is going to do it. Like if someone like him, like in real life, existed, they would do it as well. Like ambitious people like him, determined people I will become the first king of to unify all of China. That means that he wants to be above the leader of the mountains, essentially. And he is saying that while his life is in danger, the guy has no chill. The guy is just awesome. Truly, truly awesome. We're going to move on to chapter 22. We're going to move on to chapter 20. I want to see how this continues. It's going to go on. Finally. Retaking the throne is simply the first step in my path. What on earth is your path? My goal is to become the first king to unify all of China. I just realized that. I think the chapter is called not Unify, Alliance. It's called Alliance. I know where this is going. Unify all of China. You're gonna destroy every single state and unite them under Shin. No one in the last 500 years, or even during the Zhou or Zhan dynasty before, I've managed to achieve that. That doesn't mean that it can't be achieved in the future. But that's exactly what I plan to do. If I unify the entire land under one flag, then all the petty squabbles between states will cease. All citizens of the land will be able to see a new world with broader horizons. Is that him? Wait, that's a girl, isn't it? Like 2 chapters ago, we saw a girl on like the front cover. Is that? I don't know if that's a girl or not. Like that eyebrows are just putting me off right now. And obviously that part here, but I'm not that certain. I'm not that certain. Why do we not invade Shin? As expected of Yo Tanwa. Yeah, so that is Yo Tanwa. I think that's a girl. I'm not sure. Maybe just long hair as a male. Mind they do call him her king. So ambitious words indeed. However, the time is not yet ripe. To be able to conquer, the Shin, we must bide our time and gather more strength. And we should seek peace with them instead. Okay. There is no way we can achieve peace with the despicable Shin. Please do not speak lightly of these things, Yo Tanwa-sama. Everyone is celebrating that for the first time in hundreds of years, a leader that is worthy of leading the mountain folks has finally been born. Okay. They all have high hopes that you will be able to bring peace to our ancestors and vengeance to the Shin. But Elder, as we slowly fortify our walls in the mountains year after year, I just feel our world getting smaller and smaller. Whether it be through war or peace, all I want is to broaden our world with wider horizons. And here are the 2 elders that we just saw here. Just what are you still debating about, O leader? This is the perfect moment we've been waiting for to settle our grudge. There is no that's not what you're gonna do. There is no need for further deliberation. That being said, there is no one more familiar with the crimes committed by the Shin than us 2 elders. Please allow us to be the ones to pass judgment on them. We should peel the skin off the king's head and let him dry in the sun. As for these 3, mince them and feed them to the pigs. I haven't even read the text yet, but this guy's just like, yeah, let's do this, woohoo! Like literally, just like, he looks like Mario with a sword right now. Like, it's go time! It's me, death! What the fuck are you talking about? Feed pigs. I'll kill you, shitty old man. Yeah, why am I the first one again? I don't even need to turn the page. Well, I'm not really turning the page. I'm not holding a book right now. But I don't even need to go to the next page to know that the king, that Yo Tanwa, is going to say stop. Or not? Weren't you in chains? No, not chains. Out of nowhere, Shin just punches him like, Hoya! Right on top of the elder too. Since when did you? It was just for situations like this that I practiced untying myself with ropes. Okay. How's that say? You amazed? Not really. And now the second elder's like, you guys step in. Okay. Yeah, you're outnumbered. You're just as Abijah described. What an interesting kid. Now then, what will you do next? Nothing really. Since you refuse to help us, we'll just have to leave and look for help somewhere else. Not that there's anyone else. You really think you'll be able to leave this mountain in one? Well, I could steal a sword and go on a rampage. A few guys who aren't too keen on fighting either. How about we use you as a hostage to get out of here? Alright, old man with the big ass mask. Oh, complicated crap for a while now. Putting it simply, this guy is in a tough spot. So why don't you just think of it as helping a dude out and lending him a hand? No argument. And like, if you have they're the polar opposites, right? If you on one hand have Ace, who is just like the not composure, but he's just like authority himself. You have Shin, who is just like, I don't care personified. He's just like the attitude of I just don't give a fuck personified. Once you've helped him out, he'll repay you a huge reward, like crap tons of treasure and lots of tasty food, and he'll even send you loads of pretty girls too. You're only here to get drawn and quartered to settle the grudge of our ancestors. Grudge. What are you sure about that already? If anything, the biggest regret of your ancestors would be how their dreams was just an illusion. If you are really thinking about the guys who died, then you should be trying to turn their dream into reality. Okay, props. Massive props. Massive props. That's gotta get them thinking. Even the king is up now. Even the king is up. What's with this atmosphere? Stop panicking. Coming from you, that was well said. A vision of a wider world. Our leader of the mountain, Yontanwa. As you can see, I'm a powerless king with no authority or influence. However, my goal of unifying China is not merely empty words, it is most certainly my path. Join with me and I will show you a world even larger than the ones your ancestors dreamed of. Revive the alliance between the mountain folks and the Shin from 400 years ago. Lend me your strength. I have one question for you, King of Shin. We are a savage people and do not settle for half measures. We may very well turn your palace into a sea of blood while we take the throne. Is that fine with you? Ah, shit! Does that mean that was exactly how my throne was taken from me? Do you think I would hesitate to do the same? No, my lord, stop! You cannot! Our ancestors! Silence! Do not mention anything of grudges or vengeance in my presence ever again. And he puts a smile. That is a girl. Come on, that is a girl. That has to be a girl. Yeah, okay, it is that woman that we saw in the cover page. Alright. A queen as king. Interesting. I mean, they don't believe in the thing then that, you know, it has to be a king. That's pretty cool. Especially for mountain folks. Maybe that's why. Listen well, everyone. Your Tanwa of the Mountain tribes has hereby joined with Ace, the king of Shin, in an alliance of unprecedented solidarity. The part to reclaim the... I've got a feeling that... I don't know how old he is, but I was going to say, I've got a feeling that perhaps your Tanwa and Ace, basically like king and queen in the future, but I don't know how old she is, I can't really tell. Gather all the soldiers from the nearby mountains. Prepare yourselves for a battle to the death. Our goal is the royal capital, Haikyuu. And all of them. Even that guy with like the massive boulder thing. And then you have obviously this guy with his like two crossing in swords. I don't know what they're called. I was going to say two side, but I don't think that's right. That's not right. They've got a lot of people end of this chapter. They've got a lot of people to retake the capital. Can you do it? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. We have an alliance. We have an alliance. Let's move on to chapter 23. Look at this little squirrel. Ah, you're a cutie. You're a cutie, squirrel. Squirrel-chan. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. By this army of just savage folks. Like, I just like it. I really like this panel. I love panels like that, you know, just where you see multiple people. I can't really see Shin right now. No, because previously I was like in front, it was something like along the lines of here, but I can't see him right now. But I just like, you know, the fact that you've got this guy, for example, with his like 2 weapons thing, and he's just like, huh. Obviously he was a captain, so you know, he kind of has presence, but he's just like, huh. Like, he's not even holding a range, he's just like, huh, let's do this. Then you have this guy with like his massive stone thing, just like, yeah, let's rock and roll. I also like the fact that, you know, the masks are unique. Like, this guy's had the same mask now. Like, it's not just a random mask, it's actually no, I think taking him as a better example because we've seen him more, but like the masks are just randomly drawn every time. They're like the mask, you know, they actually are the same each time. The Royal Heir's Throne. Let's move on now. Let's move on. That's what I mean. Just look at this guy. Just like, yeah, boy. And then you have these guys with like crazy masks. Okay. Is that? That's not a thing. No, that is. Alright, I'm kind of confused. So like, isn't that the mask that the king had, Yontanma? But I was like, I thought there was 2 different images. I thought that was just like a close-up, and then you have here another person riding behind him. So I thought that might have been like the elite guard or something. But no, you can clearly tell from the hair that it's Yontanma, and obviously the same outfit. So just a close-up shot, and then you got her on like a faraway shot. It's just something really amazing. This sheath is even changed her clothes. It's only the beginning. And he can't ride. Yeah, we saw that at the end of last. He can't ride. Pull the reins, Shin. Use the reins. Use the reins, Shin. That is some amazing horse. All that tentacles got blown away in an instant by Shin. What a troublesome fella. What is this? Wait. Is this guy literally just like ripping he's just ripping somebody apart with his bare hands? His hands look like bare hands, but it looks like he's literally just ripping it. It's really difficult to demonstrate, but he's like just like what the flip? How strong is this guy? Ripped him apart for fun. That's quite a sight, indeed. That was just absolutely amazing. Seikyo-sama. And here we have Seiki, the royal prince. He's just like, yeah, entertainment. If I were to compare him, I think maybe it's pretty much too early to compare him, but if I were to compare him to someone else, to someone popular, I think most of you guys know, it would be like a more competent Prince Joffrey. That's who I would compare him to. Curse you, Seiko. You're a traitor to the throne. Our Lord Shoguken will have your head for these crimes. And he picked somebody else up by the knees and just like about to slap. That was with one hand. Like this guy is literally the Hulk. It's best we can put it. Why have you allowed these monsters to do as they please for you? Please, have you forsaken us? And just slams him into the ground. Hey, listen carefully, Dr. Shoguken. I'm not betraying the country at all. I'm simply returning things to the way they were before. Back to the way they were 5 years ago. This Yo official from yesterday could not stop praising the virtues of Seikyo-sama. He said he would become a famous king who would go down in history. It's all thanks to Seikyo-sama that Shin is able to enjoy such peace and prosperity. There is no bridge. Seikyo-sama, the bridge is that way. Bridge now. And people just create a bridge for him. This guy is spoiled beyond spoiled. He's a king, makes sense, but still. And just leave. But the royal heir was not Seikyu, it was Eisei. Who the hell is Eisei? Eisei is your other half brother, sir. Sire. Brother? I've never heard of the existence of my brother. Heisei's mother identity has been a secret due to her background as a dancing girl. However, now that she has been formally recognized as queen, Heisei-sama is now also legitimate heir. Dancing girl. How the hell can the son of a dancing girl be recognized as a king? Please lower your voice. Heisei is currently in the palace right now. Oh. He just looked down at me. That guy, he just looked down at me, didn't he? How dare the son of a dancing girl like him look down on me, a pure blood royal. I refuse. I will not accept. Please stop, Seikyo. I cannot see my mother. The princess has come down with an illness and does not wish to meet anyone. I'm sorry, but please leave, Seikyo-sama. A pitiful state ever since she had her throne stolen. It can't be helped. The king is absolutely smitten with the dancing girl. Their beauty is just out of this world. That much more beautiful than the princess. The difference is like heaven and earth. Ever since the dancing girl entered the harem, the king hasn't looked at the princess even once, and now she is all by herself. It kinda makes you feel good, doesn't it? I'd say I admit too much, but the princess was always straight up. This guy has no mercy. No mercy. No mercy whatsoever. I will not accept this. It's the end. I will not accept this. At least we get a little bit of story on him now. I will not accept this. He will not accept this at all. A dream of horses. Is he starting to learn how to ride a horse? It's for anyone that actually has a ridden a horse, it's not as easy as it may seem at first. I mean, my uncle, who used to own a horse for a good few months or so, horse racing, horse racing. That's not just horse riding, but horse racing for a few months. And before he gave the horse away because it wasn't really doing that well. Yeah, no, I know, no question, right? But it's fairly difficult as someone that has ridden horses a few times in my life. It is fairly difficult at first. It gets much easier later on, but I don't know. It's still not something like riding a bike, where I think like riding a bike, you can really kind of forget how to ride a bike or learn how to swim. You don't really forget how to swim. Like you can do that for like, you can not do that for like 10 years and you still wouldn't forget how to do that. But with something like riding a horse, it's very similar to driving a car, I think. Where when you drive a car, obviously it might take you like a good 1 or 2 days or so, a few hours or so until you get the hang of it. Then you'll get the hang of it. But it's not like swimming where it takes you, where you literally just go into water and you know straight away how to swim. Or riding a bike, you just go on the bike and you straight away know how to ride a bike. So it's not that way with a horse or with a car, at least in my experience. The fact that he's actually learning and that this quickly is very surprising. But this is what a horse is like, not bad shit and keep it up. Hecky bro, I know about this. Know about what? How since we started using cavalry in battles, the entire battlefield has changed completely. And it was all because of that King Barade guy. I mean King Barade of Zhou. But I'm surprised that you wouldn't know so much about him. I just remember the day when we first started dreaming of being able to ride horses.
You know, Shin, someday we're gonna have to ride horses.
Yeah.
I've always wondered what that would taste like.
I said ride, not eat. I overheard people at the market today talk about how no one used cavalry until King Barade came up with the idea. It was about around 80 years ago when King Barade of the state of Zhou assembled the very first cavalry army. His army shattered the presumption that horses were only good for pulling carts. Yo, can you really fight while riding an animal like that? It seemed like it makes you really strong. I heard Den-san had his entire infantry squad beaten by just a single horseman in the last battle. He even lost one of his hands. Whoa! Did you see him like losing one of his hands? Also known as King Wuling, reigned from 325 to 299 BCE. I want to ride one. I really want to ride one here. I know, right? But in reality, there is an order to these things. What order? The only people allowed to ride horses are either nobles or the professional soldiers class in the actual army. Militia and peasants like us will have to work our way up from foot soldiers until we get promoted to soldier class. Yeah. Doesn't San have a horse in his barn? Dude, that's a cow. Riding a cow the next time you get a chance, I guess. Okay, so that's where I was kind of saying is he learns it a bit too quick, but that makes sense. With him, Rankai has run out of toys to break. Bring me some more, my lord. We have run out of prisoners loyal to Shobuken. Then bring me others. Bring me his entire family. Enough. Bring me every single person that lives on his land. The truth is, we already dispatched men to secure Shobuken's family. However, someone ended up getting in the way. Who dares? The very person who we gave Shobuken land. Okay. Okay, you want me to hand over Shobuken's wife and children, but all his land already belongs to me. In other words, all living people there are my slaves, and now you wish to take them from me. That's unacceptable. But if you were to offer your own family in return, Mr. Shi, then I might reconsider. Just because he kills Shobuken. I'll feed him to Rankai after this all. We'll see about that. I mean, if I were to take a guess between who would win, him or Rankai, I'd go with Oki. I'd definitely go with Oki. What happened to getting in the Aisei's head? My patience is running thin. Yes, sire. We're currently still searching for Mr. Shi. I have agreed to hand over the reins of the country to you and its chancellor. To do as you wish. However, you must bring me the head of my brother in exchange. That is the only thing I require you to do. Otherwise, even you will not be safe from my wrath. There is no need to be in such a rush, Your Highness. The loyal chancellor swears on his life that he will bring you the head of Aisei. Now that Shobuken is dead and the king has lost his support, he is probably hiding like a rat somewhere, fearing for his life. Doesn't the thought of that bring a smile to your lips? We can slowly take our time, rooting him out while he despairs. By this point, the king is no longer a factor. We have bigger fish to fry. You speak of Chancellor Real, yeah indeed. If we are defeated, that vile merchant will be the one to ascend the throne. What makes you want to pick? How are the preparations going for catching that wily old fox? Would your highness like to see for himself? A whole army. A whole army is assembling. This is more like it. 31 men of the 6th platoon reporting on duty. Nice. You guys made it too. We have a couple injured that require medical treatment. Bring some food and water. Alright, more reinforcements. So all of us managed to survive. We've still got people scouring the mountains looking for more survivors. We're gonna get bigger yet. How come I don't see the captain? I heard he was unharmed. Don't tell me he's up there. They are coming. What's going? Is this an earthquake? Captain, please be careful up there. Is the whole mountain shaking? Shaking? Ah, come on! Come on! What's with these cliffhangers? What is with the... Damn it. Damn it. Right, so that was a lot. That was a lot. This has happened. We met Yo Tunma, I think his name is. I already forgot. Yo Tunma, I think. Obviously the leader of the mountain tribe. The mountain tribe has officially formed an alliance. We know what Aisei's goal is. We got a bit more backstory between Aisei and obviously the king. I'm calling him the king. What's his name? I think his name is Seikyu. I'm almost certain it's Seikyu. That is his name, right? Seikyu. I'm sure. His name is Seikyu. Yeah, that's his name. We obviously got more backstory between Seikyu and Shin. Not Shin. Seikyu and Aisei. We already saw that Seikyu, he was like that. He was messed up like that from the very beginning. He was messed up like that from the very, very beginning. From early life. From very early life. Yeah. Good. That was a good half good half volume. But I will see you guys next time. I'm trying to make it a lot more frequently, not have so many breaks and whatnot. Even if it's just like one chapter like every day or so, instead of like multiple chapters. I'll just try and make it much more frequently. But I will see you guys next time. Until then, enjoy it, peace out, and have a nice day. Alright, yo. Let's see if we're live. I think we're live. We should be live. Why wouldn't we be live? Actually, before I continue, call this like the preparation phase if you want. But yeah, we do seem to be live right now. We're live. Perfect. How you guys doing, everyone? So welcome to this Kingdom live stream. Yeah, it's been a while. Actually. It's been quite a while. I'm just 1 second. Okay, that was fast. That was phased. We're just gonna wait like a good minute or so until we get started. Just so I can actually see, on my phone that it's live, that the stream is live. Alright, we are live. We are officially live right now. Let me just share it on the Discord. And then we're gonna get started. Like I said, it's been a while. The last stream was obviously a few days ago. Not days, a few weeks ago. But I feel like I'm probably gonna do this much more often. Starting next week. So if you don't want to see it, if you don't want to see more Kingdom, then that's fine. Just know that damn it, I can't speak while I'm doing something because I'm just posting it on Discord right now. But just know that right, perfect, done. Right, no more speaking. Let's actually start watching. Not watching. Let's actually start reading. Kingdom Manga. Like I said, this is Kingdom Manga chapter 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Right, it's not too loud. That's the good thing, because I have that problem sometimes where like the audio, the music is too loud. All right, let's make this full screen and let's start reading. So this chapter 25, 3,000 versus 80,000. That sounds like good odds, That sounds like good odds. 3K versus 80K. That sounds like very good odds, in all honesty. But we'll see. We'll see. All right, I am first. So obviously we have Shin here. Yeah. That is a cool looking. That's a cool looking page. I really like this page a lot. Where on the right you just have like all the horses and whatnot, and all the mountain people, and then like you have that little that little panel here between them two, and on the left you just have him. I think that's an awesome. I really like this panel a lot. Maybe it's because I like horses. Just seeing that panel is just awesome. I find that just awesome. I don't know about you guys, but I find that awesome. Thank you for coming, Shobunken. I have returned. Welcome back, Your Majesty. It sure has gotten lively around here. 10 is still here. Finally, it looks like we're getting somewhere. With that many people, Shin shoulders has increased too. More are appearing from the cave. Seems like the old man hasn't just been sitting around while waiting for us. Yeah. Shin. Good, but yeah, exactly. Put some respect on his name. Good job bringing the king back in one piece. Not only that, he even returned with the entire mountain army. You've done well. Who are they? Yeah, he did everything we hoped you would and more. To think I used to believe you were just some rude brat. That's Shin and Ten. While we were regrouping, the two of them went into the mountains with the king and Lieutenant Heki. He's getting that praise now. He is getting that praise right now, which is pretty good. He's getting that praise right now. No biggie, of course. You were about to die, you guys. All this idiot did was get captured and taken prisoner. Say he had to do everything. Come on. It was all due to my smooth... Really? Really? You're smooth talking? Absolutely. Absolutely. You sure brought a lot of them. There's still more of them arriving as we speak. Just how many are there? A lot. I don't know whether they have 3,000 or whether they have 80,000. I would assume that they have 3,000. That's just my guess. But that they're 3,000 skilled ones, whereas whereas the capital right now has 80,000, but they aren't as skilled. That's just what I think right now. Just how many of them are there? What strange appearances. I wonder what exactly they're like. Will they even be able to understand us? You probably won't be able to talk to them properly. Exactly, they're not as bad. They are pretty okay, actually. You know, they're just scary in appearance. I mean, okay, that's pretty scary as well. Let me just put it that way. They are pretty scary in appearance. But I wouldn't say that they're necessarily evil people. They've got a structure. They've got a hierarchy. Their king is a girl, which, you know, in many cultures, in many in many cultures that wouldn't be acceptable, but to them it is. I think overall, I think they're doing a very good job. You know, I think that they may look scary. They may, you know, be toned as shit. they may be like they may essentially be Hulk, but I feel like they're Hulk with a conscience, if that makes sense. Not conscience, but if that's the wrong word. But Hulk with a system, and it works. It just works. Well, strange. Yeah, but they're not as bad as you might be thinking. The leader is a real looker. Hey. That is true. That is true. You guys... this guy... just bad, isn't it? Like, hello guys! How you guys doing? How you guys doing? That's Shin. I think that's just Shin. You can't complain about that. That's just the way he is. We haven't even started and Jones just randomly come in. Your face is pretty red, hecky. Oh, so you've already fallen for her. I just like the fact that he in the background, he's just like, well, whatever he's saying. He doesn't think out your face is the type the leader likes. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. The funny thing is, right, I don't think he actually understands, he understands him. So, he just, straight away, just based on the face, he's like, you know what, yeah, he likes her, straight away as well. More importantly, isn't it about time we attack? We've got momentum right now. Isn't fighting all about momentum? Screw the details, we should go charge them right now before they know it, like, BAM! There you go again. That's just his character. Certainly, Shin has a point. Momentum can be a crucial element in winning a battle. However, to achieve victory with only momentum is something that is limited to small-scale guerrilla warfare. Since we are currently about to assault the royal capital of Shin, we first require a plan to scout out the enemy forces and somehow break through the city gates. If the four of you would like to attend this meeting quietly, take a seat over there. Okay? Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Ever since I first returned here to await our king, I've been sending men out to gather as much information from Kanju as they... Okay. It appears something strange is going on within the enemy forces. Somehow they seem to believe that I am already dead and have completely shifted their attention to Chancellor... Exactly. Exactly. I mean, Oki is the key. Oki, I mean, I like saying that because his name Oki sounds like O-key, like you know, like a key to open a door. But Oki is honestly the key right now because he's lion. He is lion. So where does his alliance? No, where is this alliance? Who does he belong to? Is he just doing it for fun? Oh yeah, what's his goal? What's his purpose? What's your ambition? Well, you want to kill? Okay, sure, but what's your plan? I don't know. Reports indicate that in the last few days, they've assembled an army, 80,000, yeah. 3,000 versus 80,000. How many mountain dwellers can you assemble? At most 3,000. That's nowhere near enough. it's not always about the numbers. Let me just put it that way. It's not always about the numbers. It's all about the strategy. There's in history, fewer numbers are often beaten like a bigger number just through superior strategy, through superior planning, taking advantage of the terrain. You know, all these good things. You know, like if you're on a mountain, right? For example, I mean that's a very stupid analogy, but if you're a mountain. Or if you're on land and there's water right behind the enemy, like so essentially there's water, land, and then it's your army. They can't back out. They might have more numbers, but if you use long range attacks, they can't go back because there's water right behind them. So all these kind of things matter in war. All these like Alexander the Great didn't become the conqueror that he was through superior numbers. A lot of the times he had less numbers and he still managed to win. 80,000. These numbers aren't bad. Okay, what has he got planned? He's a smart one. What have you got planned? It's 3,000 versus 80,000. How isn't that bad? Is there something wrong with your head? Old man Shobi, can you say something too? Our king is correct. These numbers are perfect for executing this scheme. Before we set out, there are some things you must make for us. Okay, well, what are they planning? They've got a plan, obviously, but what is their plan? Already awake, your majesty. Indeed, it is finally time. So it is. That's the next day. What did they make? Check out this mask that Shin made. So that they made a mask. Is that it? I don't know, that's what Shin made, obviously. I made it funny on purpose, okay? Coming from you, that is quite well done. Oh, wow. I've got the mask I made for you right here. What are you going to use them for? You'll find out later. More importantly, are you prepared? I feel like he's going to do a... Similar to how it was last time, you know, where they use a decoy. I feel like that's probably... What they're probably planning. Otherwise, why would you use a mask? Like, why would you use a mask if you're not trying to use a decoy? And I think, you know, him and Shin are roughly the same size, roughly the same height. So I think having a decoy is probably what they are planning to do. But that's just, we'll see, we'll see. Spend the whole night on it too. I'm talking about here in your heart. It's going to be a real battle. Are you ready to cut down anyone who stands in your way? Cough. Come on. I'm ready to go anytime. Special training with Hyo to prepare for this. Heki, sound the call and wake the men. Make preparation to depart and march. It's time we returned back to Kanju. So we're going there. We're going there. We're going there. Alright, that was chapter 25. That was... Oh, we didn't get an explanation to the whole mask thing, but that was a pretty good chapter. I just hoped that we'd get an explanation, but not always. You don't always get an explanation. Anyway, moving on to chapter 26. Open. My double click button doesn't work, alright? Which is why you keep seeing me just press and it's not doing anything. Ah, hecky. Check this out. Check what out. That's the mask. Yeah, it looks... I mean, I'm not complaining. I've never made a mask myself. I really can't complain about how it looks. It scared him. It scared him. It achieved its purpose. It's done what it needed to, I guess. It never gets out. We've been going at it for 3 days already. You need to keep joking around. Wind? So we finally arrived. Say, it has been quite a journey. Does that mean that... Let me see the capital. The royal capital, Kanju. It's a fortress. It's a fortress. Like, literally, there are walls everywhere. How do you breach walls like that? By the time you've climbed up... I mean, if they've got superior numbers as well. They have superior numbers. They have superior numbers. And they've got a fortress. How do you... I'm just trying to think right now. Like, the only way I could think is probably use fire. Burn the whole place to the ground. But that's obviously not his purpose. He doesn't want to kill everyone. He wants to just kill his enemies. And not everyone in there, like the civilians and everything as well. So how... we need to see. We need to... let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. So that's chapter 26. The royal capital. Can you? Can you do it? That's can you. Why the heck is it so damn huge? Well, it's the royal capital. What a sight. Just who the hell? How the hell? Are we really going to attack something like that right now? That's right. That's right. Just how the hell are we meant to break into something so damn huge? You can't even see the inside. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, those are the eyes of somebody determined. Those are the eyes of someone determined. But we will see what exactly his plan is. These large buildings all the way inside. Let's see, that's a royal palace. This current rebellion has not yet spread to the general public outside the palace. In other words, the city itself has not been tainted by my brother's faction just yet. Okay. Okay, okay. Capture the royal palace. Sure. So it's in the center of the entire city, of course. The city was built around the palace as the centerpiece. It's surrounded by numerous layers of defensive walls and noble estates and citizen housing. Then how are you meant to need it? Is there like a secret passage? That's maybe that's another thing. I mean, he used to live there, so. But even if we had a scheme, don't we still have to deal with those huge ass walls and those loads of troops inside? That's exactly what we're aiming for. What do you mean? I don't understand. I'm genuinely confused. What is your plan? What is your plan? 80k. How do you defeat 80k with 3k? When they're protected as... Just hit save. This is nowhere near enough. We still haven't found the royal seal. These men are all we could find given the circumstances. Even if you don't have the seal, you should be able to recruit more. I don't care if you use bribery or blackmail, just get me more soldiers. Also make sure to recruit all those other factions that have been sitting on the fence. Okay? If we were only trying to hold off Rio's army of 200,000 at Haikyuu Gate, 80,000 men would be plenty, but our goal is not just to defend ourselves, but to completely destroy Rio once and for all. And to end that, and to that end, we require a much larger army. Hurry and round up another 100,000 soldiers. Mister, how are you gonna say hurry up and get another 100,000 soldiers when you've only got 80,000 so far? To think that 80,000 troops was not enough for Ketsu. That's right. By initial calculations, Ketsu expected to steal the king's royal seal, which would have allowed him to raise an army 400k strong. However, the seal was lost amidst the coup and only 80,000 men answered the initial summons. Less than half of Chancellor Ru's. Makes sense. Makes sense. Then suddenly from a place no one would have thought of appears an army of potential allies. That makes sense. How did I not think about that? How did I not think about that? A Trojan horse. A Trojan horse. Ally yourself, they will let you in, and then you kill them from the inside. I feel so disappointed. I feel so disappointed in myself sometimes, and this is one of those moments. I try to think of everything at all times, but at this point, it just feels like, why did I not think about it? All we need to do is trick them into thinking we're allies, and they'll open the gate for us. We'll bypass their walls without shedding even a single drop of blood. Yeah, and considering that you're only 3,000 people, they won't think that you're trying to do something like that. They won't think that ill of you, if that makes sense. Like if you are 80,000 people, right? So sorry if it's taking a little while. I just want to really think about this right now. Say you've got 80,000 people right now, right? and you see like a little tiny little army approaching with 3,000. You won't really think, oh, they're really gonna, they're really gonna try and do something. That's not really what they're all about. So no wonder, honestly, that they most likely just were able to go in. Also, hello Cooper Cat, how you doing? Trojan horse. Yeah, 3,000 soldiers. A group of mountain dwellers suddenly appeared at the west gate. Yes, sir. Also, Sanbiki, how you doing? Between 2,000 to 3,000. They're all wearing strange clothing, appear to be mounted and carrying weapons. So these are the city walls down there, huge from up close. They don't appear to be planning to attack. Of course, they wouldn't be planning to attack you. You're not that many people. The man's will send a message. We received a message from them stating that their leader has come to offer us their aid for the sake of reviving our ancient alliance. Interesting. Interesting. I'm good too. I'm good too, Cooper Cat. I'm good. Same old, as always. We'll suddenly come out, chat. This guy is so hungry for battle. Like, look at that face. You got 3,000 people. They've got 80,000 people, and you're hungry for battle. That's what I mean. Everyone else is like, what? And he's just like, yeah, let's fight. Let's fight. Those guys will definitely take the bait. Let's hope so. To receive such reinforcement, the 4-hour battle with Chancellor Ryu is at the stroke of fortune. If they are the same warriors from the story of the horse and the liquor, they will be extremely powerful allies, even if then only have, we should open the gates and invite them in at once. Wait, for many years the mountain tribes have kept to themselves. Why do they suddenly want an alliance? They must be scheming something. Even if you say that, they're already waiting outside the gates. Come to think of it, why did no one spot them until now? Fair point. Has not been attacked in centuries. This sentry ward must have slacked off. As if we could join the hands of a pack of mountain monkeys. Send a force of 30,000 men out the west gate and massacre them to the last man. If you do that, you're going to lose numbers. If you do that, you're going to lose numbers. I don't think he's going to do that. It's opening. I don't think it's going to... Cliffhanger. Nothing moving. Sanbiki, since obviously you're reading Kingdom with me for the first time, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Are they going to send up people right now, or are they not? I'm sticking by that. Like, I don't think they're going to send anyone out at all. I just can't see that being the case. I don't know. Like, if I was like head of a military, if I was the head of the military, right? In this case, I wouldn't, because if they are as strong as the legend suggests, and you're saying not men, you're going to lose men before you even get to the main battle. So that's just why I think they're not going to send anyone out. But what do you think? What do you think? Do you think that they're going to send people out, or do you think that they'll just welcome them and, form the alliance? Let's move on to chapter 27 though. Before I click on that, let's click on that in right. Let's see what they chose. I think so too. Yeah. Glad I'm not the only one that thinks that. Here they come. Here they come. Alliance. Alliance time. Alliance time. I think that's what I'm gonna call this live stream. Alliance time. Or should I call it Trojan horse? I don't know. There's something will go wrong as usual. Yeah. I mean that's bound to happen, and that's gonna happen regardless. Something will go wrong. We humbly invite you to enter our city. The state of Shin welcomes you with open arms. Open gate. This is chapter 27. You dare invite those savages apes into our royal palace? Chancellor Ketsu, are you out of your mind? It is all for the sake of the alliance. Please bear with it, your highness. First of all, is how dare you do as you please? I mean, he's your chancellor. That's the whole point. You assigned me to manage these affairs, so I acted on my... Exactly. If I offended you, your highness, then I hope that you may forgive my transgression. However, would you not agree that this is the perfect chance to enjoy a great battle between the mountain dwellers and the force of that wily raccoon Rio? Yep. Okay. Guys, all you need to do is take your place on the throne as the rightful king of Shin. Please leave everything else to your humble chancellor. Alright? Alright. I feel like Shin is going to say something very stupid. I don't know, I just feel like he is the most likely person to say something wrong right now. He's the most likely person to do something wrong right now. So I just feel like he's going to do something wrong. I really see that happening. He's going to say something like, oh, the plan worked, you know, if we infiltrated them. And then they're all going to be like, wait, the plan was to infiltrate us? Yeah, something like that. He's going to say something very stupid, as he has been doing the whole show so far. Although, just thinking about how having to break through all those walls one at a time is giving me the chills. Look at that, Shin. That's the great city. That looks great. That looks like a great city. There's something wrong with the atmosphere, like some sort of strange tension is in the air. No. That is actually a pretty good mask. Take a look at the crowd on the balcony. Why are there so many enforcers around? Those dudes in the black get-ups. They're probably there to keep the civilians quiet. Okay. Okay. The only way Haikyuu could inherit the throne is if our king suddenly passed away from an illness. If word got out about the coup, Haikyuu would have trouble controlling them. That makes sense. All those enforcers are present to ensure that any undesirable rumors don't leak to the general public. I see. According to reports, anyone found talking about the events in the palace is immediately arrested and never seen again. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Haikyuu and Ketsu are the type who would resort to any means to achieve their goals. This is just the beginning of the tyranny. Yeah, I totally agree with you on that, especially Haikyuu. Ketsu I can't really talk about, but Haikyuu definitely. You should cut that out. Our orders were to not agitate him. Who's that? Who is that? Ah. You messed up. That's why you should never speak before you think. Always think before you speak. That's the two high-ranking officials, Saji and Giko-sama. Anyone leading is that the Minister Shi, Lieutenant Man of Chancellor Rio. Yep. You can piss off now. Yes, sir, at once. To open the palace doors just for the sake of obtaining 3,000 soldiers, isn't the Chancellor being too hasty? That's the overlord of the mountain, young Tanwa herself. If we were able to establish an alliance with her, the hundreds of thousands of people living in the mountains would all become our allies. The Chancellor must have realized this too, which is why he opened the gates. But there is still one thing that doesn't add up. Just why did they come now of all times? After centuries of silence, why would they suddenly come to offer their aid? What's he looking at? What's that? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. This sure is turning out to be some amazing place. Damn, those walls are huge. What's inside? What's inside? This is the... That's right. Inside is the royal palace. King. Me lord. Finally! We're here. The moment you've been waiting for. What's the matter? Don't tell me you're suddenly scared now. Back in the palace, Hyo would never stop talking about you. His eyes would shine like he was talking about his most precious treasure. Whenever I think of Hyo, that's always the first image that comes to mind. Probably the worst moment to bring this up, but sure. If it weren't for Haikyuu's coup, I would never have met the two of you, but at the same time, Hyo would not have died. The one who ignited this rebellion, Haikyuu, and the man who masterminded the entire plan, Ketsu, are currently hiding inside. He's angry. He's at Hanshin. Don't die on me. Alright. Don't die on me. I like that. It's just the first step to becoming a great general of the heavens. As if I'd croak it here. I hate how it ends. I just hate how it ends. I hate how most of these chapters end. I hate cliffhangers. I really do. But that was chapter 27. Let's see what happens. They have to have a good reason, you know, why they entered. They must have thought about some sort of excuse or something like, oh, you know, we got attacked and whatnot, so we decided, you know, we're gonna take revenge. But to do that, we'll need help, and that's the reason why we're trying to form an alliance. Something like that. They need to have a reason. You can't just show up and be like, you know what, we're gonna join you. because we know that you need us. But what is it? What, you know? You need to think of something like some sort of story that basically makes them gain something from allying. They say we may only bring 50 men inside to accompany our leader, as expected. It's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. The thing is with armors though, they're not really that useful. They're not really that useful. Well, at least not in real life. Not that useful. They're not as useful as they always look. Like, when have you ever seen... Let me just ask you this, right? In a show, when have you ever seen, like, somebody that's in a war that has an armor, you know? And then somebody slashes their sword at them. When have you ever seen, like, the sword get stuck? In real life, the sword would. But, when have you ever seen that in movies? Like, in movies, when two people fight and they both have armors, they both have a sword, the sword just cuts right through like it's butter, which makes no sense. They say we might only bring 50 men to accompany Alina, as expected. You're not meant to fight 80,000. To house an army inside the royal palace, especially one made up of 80,000 militia, the army must be stationed at a post far to the east of the palace. Setas, hi, how you doing? If they receive word of our attack, we won't have much time until they arrive with the forces, which is why we must find and neutralize Haikyuu and Chancellor Ketsu as soon as possible. Choose 10 of your men who are familiar with the royal palace. I'll need 40 of your mountain tribe for the rest. Very well. Okay. Shin is going as well. Nice. Shin has to go. He has to go. He's the main character. And I don't think he would not go. Alright, we've got them. Both of them. Him with this double-sided weapon, and him obviously with that massive piece of rock as well. 10, you should wait back here where it is safe. Let's get a move on C. Alright. To break down the gates as soon as we hear fighting going on the inside. If not, you might prematurely attract the attention of the army stationed outside. The important thing is to limit the fighting to the decisive battle inside the palace. You men should keep an eye out here, intercept any who attempt to escape. Let's see how this goes. Yotanwa, I thank you for fighting beside me. Leave your words of thanks till after our victory. They are... I need to give them props. I need to give them props to mountain people. Because they agree to the alliance, but they are literally going into something where they could all get slaughtered within a minute. After the victory, I won't be thanking you with words, but by opening the palace doors and welcoming you inside, I'll be looking forward to it. Let us go. What'd she say? It's time for a carnival of blood. Whew. It's time for a carnival of blood. Is it really necessary for you to welcome them yourself, Chancellor? They're just a pack of savages. Don't be foolish. If you think the simple savages, their development have far exceeded our experience in recent years. How do you know of this, my lord? I've been maintaining trade relations with a tiny portion of the tribe in the mountains. There are far too many tribes in the mountains for me to know everything. Alright, okay. Yep. Strong interest in the plains and has been looking for a chance to descend the mountains for some time now. Yep. Alright, so they don't even need a good story. They don't even need a good story. He already has a reason to think. They have grown stronger than ever before. We must do anything it takes to form an alliance with her and receive the backing of the mountain lands before our decisive battle with Rio begins. So, you don't need a story. You can just end him like, you know what? You already know. You already know. You already know. I want an alliance. I want an alliance. Let's do this. And 10 just followed them. 10 followed them. The others waiting outside are all dead anyway. That's true, but I don't belong outside with the others. Don't react at all times when they see me in this getup. It seems like they don't think I'm one of them, so I might as well come with you. Fair point, fair point. Then say will give me some sweet rewards. I'll become rich. Let's hope he doesn't get killed. Something is gonna go wrong, but let's hope he doesn't get killed. What village? Alright, Koku, yeah. Alright, we're making some nice progress. Seems like Old Man Shogun Ken. His plan was a huge success. You're saying that far too early. Far too early. We'll reach Seikyo and Ketsu without even doing anything. Unfortunately, that probably won't be the case. We still have to deal the Crimson Turtle Gate located halfway to the palace. Once at the gate, we'll be forced to disarm ourselves and give them our weapons. Yeah, that's the whole point. That's why the gate will be the place we shall begin this battle. Let's see how this goes. Let's see. I'm not confident. I am not confident at all. At all. Crimson Turtle Gate. We're almost there. Oh, they're waiting. We shall have them lay down their weapons at the Crimson Turtle Gate and allow only the leader and one other person to pass through it. Since the leader has come herself, I do not believe they are plotting anything. However, if they really are planning something, this is where they will show their hand. To be safe, I've increased the number of guards maintaining the gate. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. Doesn't matter. I can't breathe. I can't take another step. Make sure you stick with me. Don't separate from me no matter what. You got it. You shouldn't have come. You should not have come. Take off all your weapons and lay them right now. Lay them down right now. What the hell are you doing? I'll do it. No. There is only one person who should draw the first blood of battle. It is Yon Tanwa. Is that, no, that's not Yon. That's Shin and Yon Tanwa. That's Yon Tanwa. I don't know what she's doing. But Shin, he's just straight up. Straight up. It's go time. It is go time. We'll see how this goes. This was chapter 28. No, this was chapter 28. It's go time. This chapter is gonna be great. This chapter is gonna be great. I can already tell it's gonna be great. This chapter is gonna be very, very good. It may either lead to complete failure, or it may lead to complete victory. I don't think it's gonna be complete victory. I don't believe in victory, not in a complete one. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be a failure. But Shin cuts them all down. Well, cuts that guy down, and he is here. As fast as lightning. As fast as lightning. Chancellor, just what is Chancellor? Yeah. What the hell are you monkeys doing? Kill them all. Burn them all. Kill them all. But the mountain people, they're just... Look at that. Look at that. What the heck is he doing? That looks like a piece of stick. Like, you know, like a tree branch. Just like, yeah, jamming it in his face. Like, what is wrong with them? They're too good. Slaughtering all of them. Slaughtering all of them. Like, he still got his arms crossed and everything as well. Cut in half. Shin. Did he just cut? Damn. This guy. Let's go, Ted. Yeah. Exactly. Not much. There's gonna be something. There's gonna be something. They're just slaughtering them. We should fall back to the palace. There's no need to panic. Trying to slip one over me. But those mountain monkeys are underestimating the Crimson Turtle Gate far too much. You can't break it, can you? You can't break it, can you? They can climb. Okay, so they tried climbing over. Well, they did climb over, and then at the top, I'm guessing they fell, and they got impaled by when they fell. I mean, they're used to climbing, so I guess that, you know, that's pretty expected from them. The Crimson Turtle Gate is too sturdy to break with your weapons. Only catapults or battering rams stand a chance. Then you open it from inside. That's right. That wall is too high to be scaled with just a single jump. Regroup next to the walls. Form a human ladder to climb over it. Certainly, that's the only way we'll be able to get past the gate. The enemy is also fully aware of that. There's no way they would simply stand by and allow us to regroup. The more soldiers and using the Crimson Gate is paying off. Yes, sir. Troops. Rallying more troops behind him. Smash into the gates in one go. Is that a human hand? It is. It's not working. There's no point in us just fighting here if we can't even open the gate. They're just trying to use their poison thing that the one guy from earlier used. Don't. Shin. What's this reckless kid doing? What's he doing? Stab him. Stab him to death. Don't be reckless, Shin. Get back. Even the mountain tribes couldn't reach the top. Oh, so that's what happened earlier. I thought they actually got over it, but no, they were climbing up it, and then like the soldiers stabbed them. I see. I thought they actually got over it, and then on the other side they got impaled. That's not working. That is not working. But at least he's trying. I mean, at least he is trying. You can tell that Dempter, like, what the heck's going on? Like, why are you trying? But he's just going for it. Obviously, 10 tries to use his poison, hits off the shield, hits off the helmet. Doesn't work if it hits off the helmet. Ooh, that looks painful. He gets cut right there on the foot. That looks painful. That looks painful. Can he reach it? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. But they can still throw. They can still throw that spear. 10. It's your time to shine. Did he? Ah, he got him. He got him. Oh, he got him right here. Not bad. Yeah. A kid has made it. A kid. One kid. Where the mountain tribe failed. Where the mountain tribe and some of the most elite soldiers failed. A single kid. Just by pure stupidity, really. I mean, would you say pure bravery? I would say pure stupidity, in all honesty. But one kid made it just through pure stupidity and managed to climb that wall. He managed to climb that wall. We're going to the next chapter. We're going to the next chapter. The final. Oh, it's a final chapter. That's a bit of a shame. That's a bit of a shame. I'm actually. What time is it? What time is it? Roughly 7. We'll see. Maybe I'll continue. Maybe I'll continue. I really want to continue right now. That's why. I've got to be somewhere at 8, so I've got about an hour. Give or take 20 minutes. One more chapter I could probably do after this. Who's this huge ass geezer? Chapter 30, meeting. He's made it, but that's a bit too slow. Sup? It's the one in the mask, not ugly mask. Sorry, but I'm dedicating this battle to Hyo, so I ain't gonna go easy on you. It's no use, they won't make it. And he opened the gate. And he opened the gate. And moved the cart. Running away. That was Chancellor Ketsu. Yeah. 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 They're all going forward. Ah! This guy who is smashing other humans' faces in just with his bare hand because he's like 10 times the size. Rankai. Human dog, honestly. More like a human bear. They're about to catch up and he's gonna throw him away. Yeah. Yeah. Nobody cares about him. Nobody cares about him. Oh, that geezer is the worst. Chancellor Ketsu is no. Apart from Lord Shogunken, the palace is filled with officials just like Ketsu. They're gonna catch up. Yeah. Yeah. No, there is no way you're gonna get away. What a disappointing end for him. Look at that, man. Look at that. Like, that face is not enough. When you see those 3 people on a horse about to catch up, just look at that mask. If I ever saw anyone in my life with a mask like this, I would shit myself right on the spot. I'd be like, oops. That's what I would be like. What a disappointing end for him. To have lured Ketsu out this far means our plan was a huge success. This is the end for him. Something's gonna happen, right? Halt! Why did he scream halt? Oh, that's why. Arrows. 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 Who shot those arrows? Ah, he's gonna get away. He's gonna get away. I think they're gonna be in trouble. That's a great panel. It really is. That is a great, great panel. I don't exactly know what that is on his head, in all honesty. That little thing, yeah, that thing here. But that is a great, that is honestly a great panel. Mr. Shi. Yeah. 10. You should be using your poison and kill him that way. How were you able to see through their intention? Early at the balcony, I noticed some of them were wearing something shiny under their coats. Yeah. Yeah. They're acting on behalf of a plainsman. For there to be someone capable of compelling the leader of the mountains to move should be unthinkable. Could it be? We never received his head to confirm his death, so it must be. Show yourself, King Asay. With these numbers, we will be hard pressed to win. Group up the men to the right of Haikyuu. Lieutenant, what's the matter? Show yourself. Oh, King, understood. Godspeed. What? Why? Have you enjoyed your fleeting moment of glory, Chancellor? I think you savored it long enough. Why? Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Why would he reveal himself? He's going to be the prime target right now. It's fine. They can't reach him from... They've got arrows. Baggio, we're splitting off into a separate squad. I'll need you to come with me. Understood. That's right. Let's go. Shit. Wait a sec. These guys feel completely different from the soldiers earlier. If me and the captain aren't here, Say is going to be in a lot of trouble. That's the plan. We're going to use the king as bait while we assault the throne room and eliminate Say. Bruh! Bruh! This is gonna... why would... Really? That's not gonna work. That's not gonna happen. They've got... What's the guy's name? Like, Raiko. The giant... The dog bear thingy, like... This is a foolish plan. And Oki is here as well. The quick... Oh, you guys are dead. You guys are dead. The king is quite courageous, isn't he? Things are starting to get interesting. They are dead. Seemed like a good plan. Actually, not exactly. Not at all. Not at all. If you make a mistake, you totally lost. Like, everyone is lost. Everyone is dead. The king is dead. You guys are dead. Everybody is dead. I mean, I'm a positive person. I believe like a lot of things can happen, a lot of good things can happen, but I don't believe that's gonna happen. I can't see that happening. But that was volume 3. Yeah, let's do chapter 31 as well. Chapter 30. Volume 14. Where's volume 4? Volume 4, 31. Yay. Actually, see, I'd have to put all of them into a folder right now. I would have to put all of them into a folder, so unfortunately I have to end it at chapter 30, which is a shame. It's 7 right now. 7. I don't know when. I've got to go at 8. I've got to be somewhere at 8. But I'll probably be back at 9. Maybe there'll be another stream later on. If not, I'll try and get one in. But what I've got to do tomorrow? Nothing's tomorrow. Tomorrow's a good day. So I'll try doing another one tomorrow. And yeah, I'll see you guys then. Thank you, first of all, thank you everyone for being here, obviously. Bruh. I need to think right now, because as you said, Sanbiki, there's no point if your king is dead. If your king is dead, then your whole plan is over. So in this case, like, what do you do? What could you possibly do? Like, just thinking about it, that plan is stupid. They've got, like I said, what's the guy's name? Like Raikyo, something like that. Like a giant dude. And then they've got Oki. Unless Oki actually, unless Oki's actually on the king's side, on Asae's side, that's the like he takes on that Raikyo guy. That's the only way I could actually see this happening. You know, that's the only way I could actually see them win right now. That was a foolish plan to begin with. You have 3,000 people, and you. I mean, it wasn't a bad plan. It wasn't like under circumstance. I think it's probably the only plan you could do. A Trojan horse, attack from the inside, so you don't have to deal with the walls. But I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know how they could possibly turn this around right now. I've got no idea. I've got no idea. I guess we'll see in the next volume. I guess we'll see in Kingdom Volume 4. Versus Oki, they'll have no chance, but maybe he will just observe. That's honestly best case scenario, I think. That's honestly the best case scenario. Like Oki, Oki's a wild card. Obviously, we don't know where his alliance leads because he lied. So, but he also fought Shobuken. So I don't know where his actual alliance leads. Like who he actually belongs to. If he belongs to anyone, or he's just trying to have some fun, create chaos. I don't know. I don't know. Which is why it's so fun to speculate right now. It's why it's so fun to speculate right now. Anyway, Sanbiki, I think you're the only person left here. If not, then anyone else. Thank you first of all for being here. I'm gonna try. Don't hold my word on this, but I'm gonna try and like get more in later. We'll see if that actually works or if it doesn't. But yeah, like I said, we'll see whether I'll be able to get more in later or not. And actually, as I think about it now, wouldn't it have been better to use Shobuken as bait? Well, if you use Shobuken as bait, let me just point this out. Let me just say this before I leave. If you use Shobuken as bait, I mean, it's actually, you know what, I really like this this almost instant communication. So obviously you're reading it along with me, so you know we both are kind of just thinking right now how this could proceed. If you use Shobuken as bait, then Oki is also in trouble. And if Oki's in trouble, I mean, it makes sense. It makes, I know. He's obviously a high-ranking official, so they will be interested in him. But I feel like it'd be throwing Oki on the bus, and obviously they are not affiliated with Oki. But I feel like, what would Oki do right now? Like, if you were in Oki's shoes, and we don't know his motives, we don't know anything about him just yet. But obviously, he said that he killed him. He said that he killed Shobuken. And let me just go. Yeah, he said that he killed Shobuken. So let me just put something on, so it's not just this right here. It's actually something in the background. So since he said that he killed Shobuken, the question is obviously what he would do once they found out that he didn't do that. Would he go into the battle? Like, would Oki fight Shobuken again? Or I don't know. Oki for me is like honestly like the key. Like, would he go into battle and fight Shobuken? But he already lied. They would know that he lied. Last time when he said that he killed him. Or would that not be the case? Would that not be the case? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's what makes it so fascinating right now. That I don't actually know what. A possible way out right now. They're just screwed. They need to hold off until they actually which they won't. until they turn the situation around. Why would you? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think he can go for Shogunken at this point. The thing is, he already lied. He already lied. You know, he already told them all, I killed him. I finished him off. So if that is the case, would it matter if you went for him? True. True. It's not the case in using the king as bait. That is true. I'm trying to say, you know, what would Oki do? Like, Oki for me is just a mystery. He is the one I don't know anything about. He's the one that is just a question mark. Everyone else you know what their motives are, you know what they're planning to do and whatnot. But Oki is just a mystery. Maybe it's because I think he looks like the Joker, that I think that he is just trying to create chaos. Like he looks like a Joker / Hisoka. Maybe that's why I think he's just trying to create chaos and have some fun. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see. Anyway, Sanbiki, like I said, anyone else that is here, I will see you guys next time. And until then, ladies and gentlemen, peace out, everyone, and have a nice day. Bye. I'm going to leave it here. Bye.